This is Tin Caps Baseball on 1380 The Fan and 100.9 FM.
Welcome back to Tin Caps on Deck. Prior to this thirsty Thursday night showdown between your Fort Wayne Tin Caps and the Beloit Skycarp, we're joined today, our pregame guest, Matthew Watson, making his first professional start yesterday. 4 innings for you, Matt. 48 pitches. Just incredible stuff. What was the feeling like for you out on the mound yesterday in your first pro start?
Man, it was awesome. It's great to be back out here, playing the game that I love, and I'm excited to get this opportunity to come out here in such a nice ballpark, especially, and with a great group of guys. Yeah, it was a blast.
So you're originally supposed to go Tuesday, a 9-inning game, traditional setup like we had. Mother Nature had other plans, turned into 2 7-inning games yesterday. Does that change anything for you mentally at all going into a start, especially being your first pro ball start, knowing, all right, you got a little less time to work with, you got to lock in a bit quicker?
Yeah, I know. On that Tuesday, I was definitely amped up and ready to pitch that night. And whenever I heard about the news that I wasn't going to pitch, with the game being moved to Wednesday, it was there wasn't a lot I could do about it. But I had to find a way to kind of calm myself down and make sure I could reset for the next day and still go out there and go.
What did that look like, calming yourself down? Just trying to stay locked in mentally, not lose that focus going from Tuesday to Wednesday?
I think just being amped up, it was more so getting a midnight best. That's really it was the main focus there. Because on some of these games, whenever you go out there and the adrenaline gets going, the hardest thing to do is go to sleep that night, after getting so amped up. So yeah, that was the biggest thing. I mean, I've picked up some little tricks over the years, some breathing tactics and just ways to calm myself down, but yeah, it was good.
13th round pick of the Padres in 2024 out of Texas A&M Corpus Christi, shortly after having to undergo Tommy John surgery. What was that process like, the rehab, the recovery, and making your way back just shortly after being drafted?
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's tough. It's a tough thing for a baseball player and especially a pitcher, like Tommy John surgery. You hear about it. It's a grueling process. Luckily, I feel like the Padres have a great rehab program and staff. So they made it super easy and really laid out a plan. And I'm grateful for the path I was put on, and yeah, I feel like it really paid off.
And not the first time you've had to have your elbow operated on. You were telling me right before we hit record, not a Tommy John surgery in the spring of your freshman year at Eastern Oklahoma State, more of a repair. How did that differ from getting the full surgery in 2024?
Yeah, the full surgery, it's definitely a little bit more intense, I would say. The repair, it's a shorter time frame to return to play. My first one, I did have a little bit of struggles just with some forearm stuff and probably not having a great physical PT setup, like a good therapy return to play setup compared to what I had with the Padres. So it definitely made a little bit more of a struggle there compared to the full reconstruction.
Major professional debut in relief out of the bullpen at Lake County a couple of weeks ago on April 17th. Given everything you've gone through to get to this point in your career, what did that outing mean to you?
Whenever I first got out there, it kind of just didn't feel real. I remember, I think my second inning after my first inning, going back out there, there was a ground ball to first base, and it's I forgot to get over and cover the bag. It just being away from the game for a long time, you forget you have to do it. There's a lot of other little things that go into it, not just getting up there and throwing a ball. And I learned the hard way on that, but I feel like we're on a downhill trend when it's coming to things like that. So, but yeah.
And talk about your college journey to get here. Started out the JUCO route, Eastern Oklahoma State. You ended up, as we mentioned, at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. Your route in particular, how did you feel that best prepared you for life in professional baseball?
Yeah, I think just moving away from home and really getting around, experiencing new cultures, and learning to blend well with a new team is really given me like a lot of skills, and I've picked up like a lot of things from teammates and other players. So I mean I'm grateful for the path I've taken. Like it's not as in there's been like a straight one. You know, there's been some obstacles and I've had to learn a lot of adversity, but yeah, I'm grateful for it all at the end of the day.
Andy Ockham here with Matthew Watson. Prior to first pitch here on this Thursday night from Parkview Field, one last question for you. What's it been like to be a part of this group so far? You know, just less than a month being here in Fort Wayne, getting me in this organization, working with Yorman Bizzardo as your pitching coach, and being a part of a club that's playing some really good baseball as of late.
Yeah, man, but Bizzardo's been awesome. You know, he's the man. Like, I want to give, you know, a lot of the credit to him. Like, he's really taken me under his wing and provided me with some really good, knowledgeable things. And you know, along with that, like the group of guys here, we have a really tight knit group of guys, and I think we've really started to put it together past couple weeks and really play some good baseball, you know. And on top of that, like being able to play in like Fort Wayne Tin Cap Stadium, like it's probably one of the best, if not the best, in the Midwest League, and it's been really cool.
Matthew, appreciate your time. Thanks, man. Lineup's first pitch coming up next here on the Tin Caps Radio Network.
Podcasts by Federated Media.